Howdy. Hope everybody's doing well, having a good night. Yeah, it's been a little bit. Um, let me figure this out real quick. What I want to do, and then I do not want to do Deadfall. Deadfall's so slow. I'm not doing ferrets. Ferrets are the same level as what? Let's see. I okay, so I could do crabs, but I would have to set up crab traps, and then I would also have to cut a bunch of fish. Um, where's a good fish shop? Because I have money. I can just... So, uh, little thing real quick. Just to show progress. Um, here it is. Bang. Looking pretty nice. Been working on it. Um, if you're wondering where I'm at, I'm in Camtorum. And yeah. Um, I could quest. I also have these to do. Uh, Snow, Banshee. No, I'm gonna do that after I get the Slayer helmet. I'm pretty close to unlocking I think it's 58, right? Yeah, Cave Horrors. I'm relatively close to that. 49's not too far off. Um but yeah, let me go and figure this out. Where is the glacial butterfly? Actually, let me see what they're called and I'll look it up. I'm dumb. I'm also dumb. There we go. Sapphire glacials. Okay. They're at Relica Hunter area. They're also at the Farming Guild. And Mons Gratia. Where the hell is that? Oh, it's the snow area right above there. That's a hunter area? I didn't know this. Yeah, we're going to go up there. That's super easy. Let me get net. I'll grab one jar. And then I'll grab, runes. And then we'll go. Wait, I don't have... It's faster for me to do this. Do I have... I don't think I have a thing. Oh, I do. Cool. This actually isn't that bad. That's fine. Anyways, yeah, so I kind of wanted to, I don't know, I guess, talk a little bit about, okay, let's tag all, wait, Okay, so there's snowy nights here too. Okay. Good thing to know. Yeah, we'll just go after it. So, I'm kind of unsure as to what to do with streams at the moment. And it's not video games, and it's not things like that. It's that my sleep schedule has changed, drastically. I used to stay up, I would say, like, most of the night. On average, I'd be up until, like, 4, maybe 5 a.m. Sometimes up into, like, 7 a.m. But that's kind of taken a turn. Not for the worse or anything. It's kind of weird. But I've been going to sleep way earlier as of late. And I think it's just generally because of... It's because of, like I've been doing a lot of gardening and stuff, and so that in itself has kind of changed my priorities on sleep. So I've actually been waking up at like when I would go to bed normally, which is kind of weird, but I'm fine with it. So I'm debating maybe doing a stream earlier in the day or something. I might try it and just see how it is, how I feel about it and all that kind of fun stuff. But yeah, I just kind of don't know. And it's because, like, I don't know if, like, if it's going to be a constant, if I can maintain it, you know, kind of deal. If so, I might try it tomorrow, at least for a little bit. Yo, count check. Thanks. I need that for... What do I want? But, yeah, that's also why I didn't stream at all last week. And it's just simply because, like, my sleep is, like, all kinds of, like, messed up. Or it was. I guess now it's fixed. I also am just not sure if, you know, while busy with stuff, you know, doing shorter streams is even a good idea. I don't know. It's just been something that's been on my mind, and I've been kind of mulling it over. Because, I mean, like, for the most part, in the mornings, I'm literally just doing this outside of, like, you know, tending to everything in the morning. So, I could do it. I don't know. We'll see. I guess I'll see how it is, how it feels and everything. Because I don't know. Waking up into streaming, my brain gets a bit cloudy in the evening. I could only imagine in the morning. Yeah. I don't know. It just... I felt better about, like, just kind of talking about it on stream rather than, like, making a post about it, I guess. I'll probably also make a post about it, because I don't know how many will end up, you know, checking it out and whatnot. But But yeah, it's just been a thought. But I've been enjoying the hardcore. That's been fun. I've also been leveling the main in the background. So I got my woodcut to 95, I think now. Which I didn't think I would say that I would do on the main. I ended up getting the fox whistle too, in which I'm just like, give me the beaver, please. I want the fox pet. That's the only thing I want. It's fine. There's one other pet that I absolutely need, is the goat pet that they're gonna bring in. That's one that I feel like I'm going to absolutely need. But yeah, so I've also got 70 sailing as well. I'm aiming for... I did try out the new courier task stuff, like the update to the experience. I tried that on the main, because my boat is way faster on the main. And it's fine. I'll probably end up doing it on the main to try and get soup, because I really want soup on the main. But it didn't really do anything different. I thought this was the update where they were going to put in the like supply crate things that they were talking about or like supply bags for doing the courier stuff, because that actually would be absurdly helpful, and I think it would actually even play into early iron really well, because pretty much you would... Me personally, I would go early iron, I would go into sailing to go and get the like plank supplies and whatnot, planks, nails, all that good stuff, and then you can do early construction as well. Like, it just kind of works out. You could even put in like the swamp tar and stuff too, and then you have early crafting as well, because you could end up going over to fishing trawler. Like, there's... And obviously, like, going to fishing trawlers not like meta, at least to my knowledge. But like, not everything has to be efficiency scape, you know? But, yeah. I figured it'd be a good idea to level up Hunter, because I do have a goal by the end of... Not today, necessarily, because I don't think that's possible. But by the end of the week, I want to be able to catch... Let's see, what level is it? 75. I want to get to Moonlight, which is pretty doable. I also want to do the quest, the Hunter quest. So I'm aiming for 40 Hunter. I might try that tonight. It's not necessarily a bad idea to try it, but yeah. Like, I could start doing winter tot if I want to. I really don't, to be quite honest with you. If I'm going to do winter tot, it's going to be on the main. Because I would be shooting for the pet. I'd also be shooting for leveling up fire making, and I think my fletching's like 96, so I'd be finishing up fletching and stuff too. But I'm not doing that just yet. I was doing ironwoods. Ironwoods are insanely good, by the way. I actually probably should transition. Can I transition to rosewoods? I don't know. I'll have to look into it. Just like the area with ironwoods is so chill. It's a really good island. And like, I don't know, I'm kind of excited to get the iron to that point. I've already got an idea for getting rune salvaging hooks. It's pretty much just the keys. What's it called? Crystal keys. Because crystal keys have a chance to give you rune bars, which is really, really nice. I'm probably going to do this to... Do I do Eagle Peak after this? Eagle's Peak? Probably should. But yeah, no, like, I don't know. I've been enjoying the iron a lot. It's been a nice change of pace. Because, like, I now have to think, oh, how am I going to do this? It makes fishing extremely important. It doesn't really make smithing that important. I mean, outside of, like, fixing the zombie axe, like, stuff like that, like, if I get, if I end up getting a freaking, like, DFS or something, first off, that's absurd to me as an idea, but if I happen to, you know, I'd need the level for that, but, like, not very much else. I don't really plan on going into the wild all too much. I'll probably have to... I planned on doing Slug Menace. I'll probably do it tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, so... I'm thinking. Do I want to stop at 31? Come on, give me that. Thank you. Probably. Because I get something like... I'd get a full level plus a little extra. What can we do? Not with Slayer. With Hunter. Okay. So I've started Perilous Moons. I am not finishing Perilous Moons for a while. Shadow of Custodia. I could do that. That's not that bad. I'd need a few levels in both, but I could do that soonish. Eagle's Peak definitely could. And then all of these are the big boy quests. Okay. Um... Yeah, let's do it. Like, sure, whatever. I'm trying to do um I'm trying to do all of this like in a decent amount of time. Like, I'm not trying to go too crazy with it. Yep. Eagles Peak. Okay, so I'm going to need a yellow dye, 50 coins, and a swamp tar. I can do that. Let me go here. And then we go to Tauteklin. There's a dye shop over here. And we can knock that out, like, super quick. Oh, there is a thing here in Piscatoris. Well, it's like right here. It's fine. I'm not doing Swan Song. I don't plan on doing that for a bit. Oh. Of course it did that. Why does it do that? For whatever reason, it ends up like if it ends up changing resolution for the game resolution, it freaks out. Anyways, yeah, Piscatoris is all the way up here. It's all just down here. It's fine. I will end up using the fairy ring, though. Not to mention, I'm not going to be doing this quest anytime soon. So, it's fine. I should do making history as well. Like, there's so many quests that I can and should do. I actually... Can I do horror from the deep? Why can't I do horror from the deep? Horror from the deep. Oh, it needs to bar crawl. Okay. I could end up doing that tomorrow. It's not a big deal. It's such a big upgrade for me. I need a yellow dye, 50 coins, swamp tar. Oh, whoops. Alright, so I'm not going to be fighting anything. So I'll just take money. I'll take a few food just to be safe. Just take a couple baths. Bar. Okay. I need my Draymond staff. I really desperately need to get medium Varrock diary done. Because if I get medium Varrock, what's that looking like? You know what? We're going to Varrock anyways. I wanna at least do a few of these little things. Mine iron in the southeast mining patch near Varrock. Buy a newspaper, give a dog a bone. Chop a tree. I don't have the thing for that yet. Or, like, right at the moment. Don't have that. Steal from the tea stall. How do you steal from the freaking tea stall? Give me this. Give me X. Give me that. I think it's Shiloh, right? Oh no. How much? Sure. Drop. Okay. Teresa's store is down. Yeah, yeah. Cool. There was mine some stuff. Oh, I need a plant. You know what? It's fine. I'm gonna big brain this, or at least I feel like I will. So I mine the iron. I go up there. I cut the tree. I go and I turn that into a plank. That's at least some of it done. I can do the essence later. I'll be doing Slug Menace, so I can do that at the same time as Slug Menace. The clay pot. I don't think I have clay in my bank, actually. I could get... I have an idea. I could get some clay either teleporting with the Chronicle and doing the mining there, or I can go and use a shooting star like the Stardust. The Stardust isn't too bad, but I'd rather use it on other stuff, personally. But yeah, we're not doing all of this. We're just at least doing some of this. I also should do Gertrude's. There we go. That should be like, yeah. We've got most of these. Second level of Stronghold, give a dog a bone, spin a bowl, craft some runes, steal a tea. We can steal the tea while we're walking by here. I can also go over here and kill this guard, get the bones, give it to the dog. I should be able to find the dog in the meanwhile of, like, doing all this. Could also do Guardians. I probably should start doing Guardians a little bit. I hate hate having to do runecraft. Okay, so do I go over here? Okay, cool. Nothing like a nice cuppa. Hey, dog. Use bones, dog. There you go. So now I've got all of them but like 2, right? Stronghold, spin a bowl, craft earth runes. Okay. Oh, it's from Essence specifically, so I can do that while I do Slug Menace. Because, like, the easiest way for me to do it is I go in through the abyss into there. Yeah. Okay, so I don't need that, don't need these, and we're good. Alright, cool. I should have went to Ferox. I've been, like, I've been, like, very apprehensive on stuff like that right this second. So I still want to, like, try to not do everything that's, like, the most efficient. But at the same time, it's, like, at points, it's, like, kneecapping yourself just for the sake of it. And I don't like that. AKQ. How many times I've been here? It has my tile markers. Yeah, when I go after prickly kebbits, or actually normal chins. Yeah. When is falconry unlocked? It's like 40, right? Other giant eagles. Horn of Plenty. Dead full box trap pitfall. Aerial. Aerial fishing. I'm not doing aerial fishing. You can't make me. I guess spotted kebbits are 43. Okay. That's good to know. Click the bird book. Okay. Use the metal feather on the rocky... Okay. I remember the puzzle here. And then also having to make the bird costume. It's definitely a choice. Alright. Okay. Could I help? Sure. Yep. Go to the big V. Okay. I need to talk. Yep. Specifically. Yep. I will see what I can do, friend. I've got the materials. Okay. Enter Eagle's Peak again. I'm going to just do this to save a little bit of time here. I should get a dueling ring out and just abuse it. I might do that later. I also am... Decorative? No. Trophy, games, garden, dungeon, skills, maybe? I don't know where it is specifically, like where they have it on here. But mounted amulet of glory, that'll be huge. It's like the jewelry box or something. No. Storage. Fancy dresser. Basic jewelry box. There it is. 81. Yikes. Yeah, that's gonna be a bit. Okay, so I'm thinking I think the lamp is going to go into Runecraft just because no matter what, Runecraft is a nightmare to level. It especially becomes bad later. Oh, I also have the requirements for doing the, I think like 2. Do I have the requirements for the Red Reef? I don't know. I'm not going to do it. Not yet. I do. I would be actually terrified of getting stacked out. Because on the main, I ended up going in there and they freaking shot me. And, yeah, I almost died. I did not, but, you know, getting hit like 1818, it's kind of spooky. So. Try to take feather. It goes up. Yeah. You gotta use the winch. Gotta use the winch. Yeah. Oh, I do have energy potions too. I totally forgot. Alright, feather 1 done. I believe this is the one where you fish it from the kebbit or something, right? Oh no, this is the pedestal puzzle. Or not. This is the tracking. Okay. Tracking sucks, by the way. So I was right. It is the... You go up here and you... Yeah. I do have the ability to make the rings that will help with tracking. So that'll be nice. Dude is so tanky. He's a level 13 and he's got like the health of a sand crab. Okay, feather number 2. And then we got the slide puzzle. Yeah, doing all of these blind was a lot of fun. I always try to... do quests blind the first time through. I mean, I used to do them. I used to make a habit of doing them on release, which I did with the Red Reef. I was pretty excited for that. You know, and I do want to say, you know, people dogged on it. In my opinion, it's a better quest than Darkness of Hollowvale. At least you're doing some stuff in between the talking, and like like the dialogue is fine. The problem I have is that it kind of ends on a cliffhanger, kind of like Darkness of Hollowvale. But thankfully we're not going to have to wait like multiple years for it. So I'm not really too worried about it too much. It's fine for what it is. And I do think they're doing some good stuff with the sailing quests. Hey Jack. Hope you're doing well, having a good night. Yeah, I've been kind of thrilled about some of the updates that they got coming. Yeah, I just got done with flying, going to make dinner. Nice. Hope everything is going well. Yeah, hopefully you also get some good dinner. I ended up having like a rice bowl tonight because I was out all day and couldn't be asked to it's like my one day a week where I don't fix something, you know? Yeah, and just kind of knocking out a couple quests tonight. Or I think I might do more hunter after this. I'm debating. Okay. Like if I do more hunter, I could get 40 hunter before I go off to bed. Or at least I think I can. Because I want to get Probably in the next 3 days I want to get 75. Do birdhouse runs? I could. I haven't done the quest for it yet. I should do that though. I've been focused on so many different things. So okay, so here was my line of thought earlier. So I ended up needing 38 herb lore so I could train up stats. Well, it's not even train up stats. It's more so get the I forget what they're called. The sulfur blades. So I really wanted the sulfur blades because they're actually not bad. And until I end up getting a defender, I think they're better than having like a dragon weapon with just like an Addy shield or something. So it was kind of like my thing until I end up getting to that point. And so, oh yeah, I have to walk past the bird. Birdhouse runs are so nice. I need to get into the mindset of the Iron Man again. So, like, on main, I was doing birdhouse runs up until, like, 70-ish. And then I was just like, I really don't care. I also need to mine, the ash over there. I need to start doing seaweed runs once I get up to, I think it's 29, right? It'd be under special. 23, wait, I can do it. I need to do that part of Recipe for Disaster. But yeah, so like I was trying to get 38 so I could at the very least do some other stuff, right? You know, and then that snowballed into like 4 other things. And that snowballed into me doing let's see, Jungle Potion, Taibo One Eye, and One Small Favor, as well as Shiloh Village. So it snowballed into me doing those 4 quests, so I get a 10k lamp, so I train Herblore that way, rather than killing Chaos Druids or doing farming for it. Plus I need to do those quests anyways, so yeah. I lost like 300k because I thought I was being big brain. Wait, what did you end up doing? I also feel that though. Oh yeah, I could catch ferrets, technically. I don't know what you end up getting for those. Just the fur? I'll just set it down. 500k of snapegrass seeds. It was like, yeah, they should pay off. No, they can. So Alright, so it depends on how much you pay for them. So, if buying them from the GE, right now I think is the worst time to buy them. Like, the absolute worst. Because they're something like 13k a piece, right? At least last I checked. There was something absurd, like 13k. And I had like 3,000 of them, so I just sold all of them. But when they were a lower price, I think I bought them at 3k a piece or something like that. Using, what's that amulet called? I'm going to just grab this box and then go. What is the amulet? It's not amulet of chemistry. Jewelry. It was... No, that's necklace of passage. I forget which necklace, or which, yeah, I forget which necklace it is. Anyways, there's, I think it's an emerald. I think it's emerald necklace. But, I think so. But it lets you save seeds, right? And you have like I think it's like a 10% chance to save on allotments specifically. You spend 1 seed instead of 3 on a plant. And if you end up having that proc, it kind of pays for itself. But for the most part, like snape grass, I mean, those are going to pay off if you still have them. And you make them into prayer potions. Prayer potions, I think, are going to go up in price. I would say, sweet. So, I would venture to say, if wanting to, like, make money by the end of the month, if you go and you buy in on making, like, either crafting or farming or whatever, items related to prayer potions, super restores, Sarah brews, Menophyte remedies. I would even say there's a few others. There's a few other potions, I think. What's the others? The hemostatic dressing, maybe? It depends. Okay, so at the end of the month, we end up having the Vampirium update. This might be huge for it. I don't know. Prayer regen potions should be on the up anyways. Super restores are huge. Sanfus, those are also really, really good. Also because they're a little bit more obscure because they require, like, extra, like, nail beast stuff. Nobody wants to farm nail beasts. Make prayer potions after a couple verb runs. Yeah, they're worth making. Like, even if at the end of the day you end up making, you get experience and you kind of don't really make profit on it, getting levels really helps with stuff. It's also really hard to, unless you're doing farming. If you're doing farming runs, it's all profit normally. Especially if you're doing herb runs. It's just really hard, because right now it's like, the market's not great. Like, it's down on most stuff. But once the end of the month hits with the new quest and the new boss, anything supply related is going to like shoot right like way up. Your anglers, your marlins, um Karambwans, like all your food related items should shoot up in price. Um yeah. Super combats probably. Um Stuff like range potions. I don't know what else. Maybe staminas. I doubt it. Like, we don't really have a boss where we have to run around a ton and need staminas outside of Zuck, I think. So. But yeah, I mean. Yeah, your prayer potions are going to be pretty nice. I do think, I do have a weird feeling that, like, some kind of weird potion is going to be needed for one of these bosses coming up. Like, some kind of weird, like, magic essence potion, or, I don't know, something stupid. I don't know. I still play my main. It's just, I kind of do a lot of, like, AFK stuff. Because most of my stuff right now is either I'm doing bossing or I'm training skills up. And I really don't want to do bossing right now. At least, like, I really don't want to grind out Doom. I really don't want to grind out, Yama. You know, stuff like that. I really don't want to do that right this second. I'll eventually do it. It's one of those, like, I think I kind of burnt myself out a bit on the boss grinding stuff, with, leagues, because okay, so, in leagues, I ended up getting, one of the things I was killing was, hydras. And I was trying to get the Dragon Hunter Spear. Or Dragon Hunter Lance, I mean. I was sitting there doing that for multiple days and still didn't get it. Like, I think I sat there for... I did, like, almost 1,000 kills on it. And I was just like, nah, it's not worth me doing that. Okay, so we're gonna release the ferret. Don't need that. I think it's still best. I think it's best still if I catch butterflies. Yeah, because I go to Snowy Nights. So I think I'll do these up to 35 and then do Snowy Nights to 40. Because I think 40 is when... what is the quest? There's a quest here. It's at first light. Okay. I cannot do it yet. Okay. That requires 46. Okay. 46 isn't too bad. So we'll grab a net. Jar. And then just teleport runes. And we'll go back there. I also need to go back to doing more salvaging to level up my I need to level up my sailing some more. I just I hope that they add the like supply drop things to the courier tasks on I hope they add that to the courier tasks. Because they said they were planning on it. Or they were looking into it or something. And I thought they were actually for sure doing it. Because it just makes sense to me. Like, not even from an Iron Man perspective, but like in general. If you ended up doing the, you know, deliver point A to point B kind of thing, I think you'd be more enticed to if you ended up getting like either a point system where you get points that you can exchange for tiered bags, or you just ended up getting them for whatever level is whatever tier, and that would be the baggie you end up opening. Kind of like a Hunter Guild. Where like once I get into the Hunter Guild, I can just do tasks through them. And it's like absurdly fun and easy. Like, that's probably how I'm going to get 99 Hunter. It'll be between that of like between that and doing just like Chen hunting or something, or like the Teku salamander. I'll have to tag the other ones a different color too. Let's see. Snowy Night. Tag all. Tag color. We'll do pink. That works. I love how they're... That must mean that their hitbox is... Yeah, their hitbox is huge. Yeah, tagging these makes it so much easier to see them. So we're at 33. It shouldn't be too bad. Hit 35 through this, then 40 through the other. And then I think I can at least start doing guild stuff. Actually, let me look. Oh, access to basic is 46. So it's the level for the quest. Okay. Okay. That's not too bad, though. Like, 46 is not anything, really. I know in my, the group hardcore I was in, a person doing Hunter ended up getting up to, like, I think, like, 75 within 3 days. They were doing some other stuff, but they went to, Puro Puro, and ended up just, like, going crazy there. Got everybody, like, glories and stuff. Kind of crazy. I don't have the patience for it, to be honest. Okay, so... don't need too much more. I don't think. And yeah, after getting 40 tonight, I plan to probably just aim for getting as many levels as I can the next day or two. It also helps me in Perilous Moons too, because then the food heals for way more. It's between that and my cooking level. If I remember, it's like, once I hit 66... I think it's 66. It's like... what was it? It's divided by... it's divided by 2, I think. Yeah, I think it's divided by 2 on Hunter level. And it's divided by 3 on cooking. Okay. Just one more Hunter level. And then... I'm pretty sure Snowy Nights are, like, juiced experience, too. Like, by comparison. Okay. Come on. This is also going to help later when I go... when I go for Fire Cape. I'm going to need, I'm going to need to get chins. Or I want to have chins for it. Yeah, having chins will be really nice. I'm going to need to get some more ranged levels, and then I'll need supplies for it. But if this also lets me save on prayer potions, that'll also be really nice. Like, Fire Cape isn't anything immediate that I want to do. It's on the list, though. The thing I want to do next is... I want to start doing Barrows runs, which I needed a Hunter level for anyways. Because I want... Mori, Medium Diary. which that's another thing I think I'll shoot for. There's so many things that I can do. And that's the big thing. Like if I'm going to be doing um Moon's apparel stuff, then I definitely want to have Varrock Diary done so I can start getting daily battle staves. So yeah, there's like a whole thing with that. Um yeah, there's just so much. I'm kind of at that point where there's just an obscene amount of stuff. I love it too. I don't really feel overwhelmed on it. It's just nice because it's like a clear cut go from point A to point B. And I like that. Um, like, I could also go for Mage Arena and Mage Arena 2. Uh, I don't really want to do those right now. Yeah. Mage Arena 2 spooks me, just because being on a hardcore and multi, stuff like that. Um, I mean, it's not the end of the world if my hardcore dies. It's going to happen at some point. Uh, but I'm still going to be cautious about it, you know? Like, I'm not going to go into the Desert Treasure 2 bosses with no food or something like that. Something goofy. That's even if I make it that far. I still need to do Monkey Madness when I get a chance. And I do not want to get monkeyed. The last thing that I want. Okay. That is good. We are flying through levels, by the way. Like, by comparison. I also need... There's, like, so many different things that I need. Like, I want to get some smithing levels. I would like to simply... so I can get 70 smithing. So I can make adamant bars, which will be helpful overall. Because I want to upgrade the boat. I want to upgrade the keel and all that stuff. Um, that'll be really nice whenever I get a chance to. Because I genuinely think I only really need... I only think I need the adamant keel. I don't I don't think the rune one is in the cards anyways. Because if I remember that, it takes an absurd amount of, actually, I can look. Let me look. Core boat parts. Adamant keel. Check materials. 16 large adamant keel parts and 5 lead bars. The large adamant keel parts are 25. So it would be 25 times 16. That's like 500. 400. 400. Something like that. It's just, it's, yeah. I I prefer to not do that in Runite. Okay, so we can end up doing the purple ones now. It's like we completed a medium task in the Fremnik area. Okay, sure. I mean, this is like 50% experience buff on these, which is nice. I'll still go after the sapphires, since they're kind of like mixed in. It just gives me more targets to go after. Can I start... What do I got? Teak birdhouses. Okay. I'm not doing aerial fishing. You can't make me. Box traps. Okay. Ember-tailed jerboas are 39. Okay, hold on. I could do swamp lizards. And I'm not baiting them. I don't know. Those get annoying. And no. I don't have the stuff set up for that. Oh, that sucks. I could do birds, but I really don't want to. That's fine. Unless... Let me see something. Do I have the requirements? Like, if I... I know I keep jumping around. Do I have requirements to do rum deal? Because I need... For Clockworks, it's... I need cabin fever, rum deal, and I forget what else. Actually, I remember. It's a little ways away. So probably be like next week I'll have it. Because I would need to do the Great Brain Robbery. And... 50 prayer. I have to do part of Recipe for Disaster and Cabin Fever. So, it's a little bit. I always have to YouTube my herb runs. Really? See, okay, so all right. So it depends how much you have on your herb runs. Um, typically okay. I start with the what I kind of consider the base, like the base four. Um, I start with Ardoin, then go to Catherby, Falador, go down here, and then going to Mauritania. After Mauritania, I typically do, well, okay, it depends. If I have if I have my full herb run, then those end up being like my last ones. The ones that I end up doing on the main, I do the safe patches first. So I do, let's see, trying to remember. I do Weiss, Troll Stronghold, Korend, Varlamore, and then I do the other four. And it's because like in those, and add Farming Guild. Farming Guild I start from, and that's where I do like I would do my Farming Guild contracts. Um so I would normally leave that patch alone unless it was like something I'm waiting on that takes time, like a redwood or something like that. Um but yeah, typically I end up using the protected ones first because I would put like Snapdragon or Ranar or something that was like a valuable seed to me. And then I would put my less valuable seeds in there, like toad flax. Okay, so I definitely can't do that yet. Um, I mean, I could do a bunch of these quests like Garden of Death. Garden of Death would get me, and I kind of want to do it, but I can't be asked tonight. Um, that would get me 10k experience, so I could do Tithe Farm, and I could do Tithe Farm to get my herb sack. Maybe if I feel like that. I might just do it through Slayer like I did before. I don't know. I hate doing Tithe Farm, but there's good rewards behind it, like the seed box and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know. I'll at least get, hmm, probably get at least a level off of these and then go from there. I'm debating doing like another quest. Because I could do like, I'm not doing Heroes Quest. I could do like meet and greet or something like that. I could also do Olaf's. That one's not bad. Added cactus. Cactus isn't bad, especially if you're going for pet. I okay, so a sad little thing for me is I ended up getting 99 or 99. God, I wish I had 99 herb. 99 farming and doing tree runs and all that kind of stuff. Even like going as far to do like Nightshade to try and get the pet. Still no pet. I'll eventually get it. It's just annoying. I just want it because, like, farming is pretty chill to me. And, like, I don't know. I do like the whole thought of doing pet hunting. I could do seaweed runs. I could do that. I probably should, because I heard that that's, like, the best way to get the pet. Um, but yeah, I was doing tree runs, hardwood runs, uh, calquats, like, all kinds of them. But, meh. I think the only pets I have on the main right now are Scotizo. I have Jad, which I'm happy about. I actually got Jad twice, which is funny. I got it off of 2 Slayer tasks, I think. Within like 6 kill count or something. Scotizo, I think I got within 3 kills. But I don't have 1 skilling pet, which irritates me slightly. Like I got the fox whistle, and I want to get the beaver pet so that I can turn that into the fox. Um then also once and I won't be surprised by this at all. Once they release the new hunter method with like the goat trapping, I need that. I mean, I just do. Uh so I'll probably end up living there on the main. Got a cat? Yeah. Yeah, I still need to do Gertrude's. Because I'll need to raise a Hellcat for Evil Dave. And it's just way easier with an adult cat. I'm just really hoping... I'm really hoping I get some, like, good RNG with the Black Mask Hunt on here. Because if I remember correctly, originally I think the first Black Mask I did was like 600 kills or something. And then the group iron, I think I got spooned on the group iron. So I'm kind of hoping for a repeat there. That's cool. Did it with a kitten, took me forever. Yeah. Yeah, the time it takes by comparison is ridiculous. I think the failure rate's like right about 3 times the rate or something like that. It's something stupid. And especially if you end up doing, oh god, what's the quest? Rat catchers. You need just an adult, like, Hellcat or an adult cat. It just makes it easier. Then had to get a new cat for the diary. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Using the Ring of Charos for, yep. Yeah, I still need to do diaries on here. I think on the main right now I have most diaries done. I think there's like some elites I need to do. Because like, I I am not getting 92 runecraft anytime soon. So I just have that, as something that I've accepted. Because I do not want to do... I don't want to do, like, blood crafting. I tried to do, like, one run of it, and I was like, this feels awful. So... Western Province's ass. It's not too bad. I mean, the chompy hunting's annoying, but it's not too bad. I ended up doing it for Elite Void, because I was going after Vorkath Head, which I never did. I should still do that. Because I even bought Dragon Hunter Crossbow for it. It's just... like, I'm fine doing Vorkath. It's just... Yeah, the chompy hunting gets better as you end up killing more. Because you end up getting, I think it was... You eventually end up getting, like, each food that you put down, or each, like, bait that you put down the toads, they have, like, they eventually have, like, 100% chance of spawning in chompies. And so you could just keep killing them, and you'll, like, you drop 5 or 6, and you'll have, 5, 6, 7, 8, you know, chompies just, like, going crazy. It's also, like, a really easy pet to get, too. I still haven't gotten it, but it's, like, super easy drop rate, comparative. Sounds like future me, probably. That's literally what I do. I ended up doing that for, I want to say, agility or something. I'm regretting it now. Because I think I'm only like 76 agility, with everything else being like 80 plus. Or like right around that. Weekends doing agility. I hate doing laps. Like, I might do Brimhaven course for a bit more. Because I'm only 48, so it's actually pretty good experience still. It's also a pretty good, like, source of Toadflax and Snapdragons early. So I don't mind it too much. Um, it just depends. Like, I don't need snapdragons for a while anyways. Um, and I don't really need graceful. So, yeah. Doing wildly to see make money. Yeah. Hopefully that's going well for you. Because I know that there's some clans and whatnot that will do wildy mass on stuff like that. Like I know some streamers and whatnot end up doing it too. Um Pretty much where you have, a couple hundred people that are just running wilderness agility. And and then like, some people protecting everybody else and whatnot. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff with like some of the clans and whatnot. It's just you have to like be really careful with like choosing a good one and not having where they try to scam you or something. Because like unfortunately, and I mean this is with any MMO, you're gonna have where let's say you get a lucky drop like you get Tebow or something like that. Uh, yeah, people kind of go crazy on those. Watch a vid, they say you should protect range because people with will Tebow you. Um, Honestly, if you're doing wilderness agility, for the most part, it should be safe right now. Um, PKing's kind of been on the like the downward for a bit. Um, it's been especially dead since leagues because people have been burnout. So a lot of people have been taking breaks. Um, but regardless of that, like, oh, Debo, yeah. I mean, Debo spec, sure, possibly. Um, but I would be more worried about somebody freezing you. If somebody ends up catching a freeze on you, then you've gotta like tank some hits for a bit, and you gotta get that freeze or get the escape through like the ladder and stuff. So I mean, like, I don't know. It depends. I only have a base 60 combat. Oh, yeah. You shouldn't have to. Well, mm, you're. It's very unlikely somebody will use. Darkbow's only 60. I guess people could do that. Yeah, and it's also a cheap weapon. I could see it, yeah. But yeah, if somebody ends up coming up with the ancients and get you, um, that's a bit of a spooky time. I remember, I remember a friend of mine who pushed, uh, who pushed doing Desert Treasure 1 on their pure. So I think they had like 85 magic, 1 defense. I don't remember what hit points. Um, but yeah, they ended up They ended up getting the least amount of health as possible too, because they ended up doing a lot of alching, because they wanted to be as low of level to hit people. Yeah. Carry own ancient. Yeah, if you end up carrying, if you get frost sacks from the GE, it should be relatively cheap. It only takes up 1 slot, too. This isn't going too bad, I would think. It's just like... It's just so many of these having to be caught. Once I get up to rumors, it's going to be fine. Highest is magic. I mean, it should be for the most part. I mean, magic is relatively easy to level, especially after you end up getting high alch. That's... I know a friend of mine who ended up getting... I think they got 94 magic, mainly through alching. They just did it just to challenge themselves. Major, or... Yeah. Yeah. I still need to do that for Bones to Peaches, I think. And I'm probably going to do that for the Mage Book. Mage Book's really, really good. I think it's like pretty much second bis. Yeah, I think it's like second bis for offhands for magic. At least I think so. I don't remember. It's like that or like malediction maybe or something like that. Need one more for the Bones Peaches. Yeah. I need to get Bones to Peaches for the diary. And I'm definitely going to be shooting for... This is long term. I'll definitely be shooting for a Lumbridge Elite Diary. So that's why I'm just kind of like... I could knock out a couple quests a day or... You know, do a couple of things like that per day. And then do some grinding after that. Which is nice. Like, especially once I get... Once I end up getting some of the like Slug Menace done, or Taste of Hope. Taste of Hope's going to be a big one to do. Yeah, that fight is going to be very, very sketch when I do it. Because I really don't remember it too much outside of the multiple phases on the fight. I also need to do stuff like Tower of Life so I can do Ardoin diaries. And then I can do stuff like quick ones like Tribal Totem. I really don't want to do Underground Pass. It's such a long quest. I mean, I need to do it, but I don't want to do it. I still have the Watchtower quest to do? Oh, right, because I didn't have the anti-fire shield for a while. Until I did, Dragon Slayer. Watchtower would be really good, because then I could get the teleport. Zogre Flesh Eaters is like 10 minutes. That's a quick one. Yeah. Yeah, plan is to, like, just knock out a few of these every day. I also try to do them, like, relatively in the same area. But, we'll see. Like, Fairy Tale Part 2, I think requires, like, finishing it requires 49 farming, 57 herb. That's going to be a little while. I could do Fremy Isles and get my helmet upgrade. But I really don't want to go for a jaw again. Killing the basilisks, the basilisk knights for the jaw was such a trek. I think I spent a couple weeks at least going for it. You can boost for farming an herb for fairy tale. Yeah, I know. It's just I'm nowhere near the level right now. If I could boost 25 levels, I definitely would. But I unlocked the most important part with it, which is fairy rings, so I'm not really too worried about it. Imagine if that was an option. That would just, like, diminish the need for levels at all. Like, spicy stew is probably the furthest we're going to get on, like, stat boosts that are not, like, potions, like super pots and whatnot. I do like spicy stews, though. Those are really, really nice. Being able to do something 5 levels early is really, really helpful. Especially when you're going from, like, 85 to 90. Brother, catch the thing. Thank you. Yeah, saving... Like, being able to do... Okay, so, actually, no. The biggest boost is if you get a gilded, the gilded shelves in your player-owned house for, doing, construction. That plus the crystal saw ends up being like a +8, I think it is. Which allows you to make, like, I think you have to get 85 or 86, I forget which. And you can make pretty much everything that's useful for construction. Your player-owned house is sad. It'll get better in due time. Trust me. After 50, it becomes, like, mega useful. I'm excited for getting those 8 levels. Once I get those, I'm going to start putting portals in. So lazy on... It's so worth it, though. Like, once... Once I get this grind done, which isn't anything, realistically, I'll probably push this up to 50. I still have to do Daddy's Home, which is the mini quest, to introduce you to construction. And then I could do Mahogany Homes up to 50. I just gotta cut logs for it, though. I think I used all of my teaks. Or most of them, at least. Yeah, when I was cutting teaks, I ended up burning most of them. Because I needed 49 fire making. And it was just the fastest way. So I was just like, I can cut more. It's not a big deal. I can also end up doing, I can end up using a lot of my planks I already have. Because I think I have a bunch of regular and oaks from Temperos and whatnot. I also want to, now that I can, I want to spend some time fishing a bunch of carambwans. That'd be my best in slot food, I think. I can also end up using them for combo, which is infinitely useful. And they're like way faster than getting sharks, so. And I really don't feel like making tuna potatoes at the moment, at least. What do I need for Defender of Varrock? I need to look at this. Garden of Trank, Temple of Ikov, What Lies Below, 55 Smithing, 52 Hunter. Alright. So this is something that's helping me. Okay. Yeah, because I want Zombie Axe ASAP. That'd be really nice. I also need to do... What is the quest called here? Not Final Dawn. I'm not up to that yet. It's, up here at Quetzali. Heart of Darkness. Can I do that yet? I can. I might do that soon. I've got, like I said, I have, like, this whole list of things that I can and want to do. Yeah. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. Need to get 75 crafting. That'll take forever. On a main, it's, like, super easy. I mean, you lose money now on battle salves, but that's the fastest way, in my opinion. You could also, I mean, glass blowing's relatively cheap. Pretty AFKable too. Um, what's another method? You could cut gems. You'd lose a massive amount of money, but that is a way. Yeah. Break even if you high out the battle staves. Um, can you now? Because I know for a while it was like a loss of like 200, somewhere in that ballpark. Oh my god, click this, please. The hitbox on these are so bad. Not to mention I am getting a bit tired. Like, this hitbox is crazy. $9,300 for... Yeah. It's just the orbs. Let me check. Let me check. Battle staff. Battle staff prices are 7,600. Okay, so they went down. They battle staff prices, or actually no, they went back up. They recovered a bit. So I bought a lot of water orbs way back. Those are 1,300. So if I bought from GE on current price, you're looking at 86. Like 9K. You're looking at like a slight profit. That's not terrible. Make own orbs. I used to do that. That takes so freaking long. I actually did that on the group iron too. It just takes so long. If you end up getting, if you do end up, sweet. Okay, so I can make spotted. I can lay up to 3 traps. That's the huge part. Ember-tailed, I'm going to be shooting for. So, oh yeah, what I was going to say. If you do Varrock Diaries, you can purchase battle staves daily for, I believe, 7,000 apiece, which is under market value. That's another way to be able to make some extra profit with those, by the way. So, do fire orbs since there's no risk. True. It's just such a long run. Fire or like doing any of the orbs now like is such a long run. For the most part, like the people selling them are getting them from killing whatever monster. 1,700 for fire orbs. What about earth orbs? 1,400 air orb. They certainly, yeah, they're high. So yeah, if you buy water orbs, you can actually profit on making them. Boost to 70 agility with help, which helps a lot. Yeah, it's just such a long, like, okay, so for me, when I'm on the main, when I want to level something, I'm like, how can I do that with the money I have? And see if I can end up doing it that way. Which is, like, absolutely the... in early game, it's the wrong way to do it. In late game, it's the right way to do it. And the reason I say that is because, like, you can make so much money so easily. Like, through endgame Slayer and stuff like that. Box. Oh, I already have box traps. Never mind. Okay. I actually have never caught these before. So let's see. Ember tails. Okay. So broke. I mean, if and to be quite honest, you should be able to make money quite easily through it. Through just alching. So there's a few websites you can end up using. There's a profit calculator. Here, I'll link that. You can even put in like the nature rune price and stuff like that. And it would actually tell you what can actually help. There's one of like many accounts, or not accounts, websites that end up doing it. They're just tracker websites. They go and they there's like one I frequently use is flipping.gg, and they just track the prices of items and stuff. And so you can end up getting a general idea as to how much something is, or how much something goes up and down in price. Okay. So I have not caught these before. Let's see how quick these are. And what we get, because I actually don't know that either. Jerboa tail. This is relatively quick. What is this for, though? Can be used as a bait for firefoxes. Combined with a lit torch, use 2% bonus. Stacks with Guild Hunter outfit. You can make hunter spears with them. I need this also for at first light. Okay. So. Yeah, there's a lot of community resources for like old school that you can end up using for like that one specifically tells you if you can make profit from buying stuff off the market, the Grand Exchange, and just alching it. Buddy of mine ended up using something like one of the many websites for that, or like that, for just, you know, alching and earning money. Normally stuff like black d'hide, red d'hide, those are high volume items. They have a limit of like a buy limit of like 40 or 50, so you can make some money off of those. Runite items normally have a profit margin. It depends. But yeah, that's actually what I ended up doing after I got far enough into my main. Just because I figured it was going to be a heck of a lot easier to end up like earning some money through that. God, this is so much faster. I think I might get a level and then call it. Just because it is about time. It's been so weird falling asleep early. Well, early for me. But I don't know. It allows me to do the stuff I need to do, so that's always nice. Okay. Yeah, with doing this, I'll easily be able to hit level requirement for Hunter Guild stuff. It's also got like such an absurdly high like catch rate too. Do Hunter Guild, but too lazy. It's honestly, it's for me, it's Slayer but Hunter. Like it's the same as doing Slayer stuff, and I love doing just Slayer tasks. It's why my Slayer is like, I think I have 94 Slayer. And I didn't really like, I didn't do meta stuff of like skip every task up until a burst task or something like that. I mean, of course I did skip some tasks because I was like, I've already got like myself set up for bursting. But I didn't like go crazy with it, I guess. I didn't even realize that I leveled. I could probably get one more level. It's so weird. Wilderness Slayer? See, I never did Wilderness Slayer. I've always had that fear of I think it's just I still have the mindset of when I was playing RuneScape back in like 2003, 2002, where like going into the wilderness is kind of spooky. You know, you have a chance of losing like all your stuff because like people would skull trick and you know, just do all kinds of stuff like that. And I know that like people still lure to multi and stuff like that, but like it used to be really common. Not to mention that the wilderness used to be way more active. Like on any given day, you were getting in a fight with somebody, and especially in RuneScape Classic. RuneScape Classic was the scariest of like all iterations, because if you got into combat with somebody, uh you were stuck in combat for 3 rounds before you could move. So you had to fight somebody like melee for 3 rounds before you could move. And that also didn't count the other, like, you didn't have singles and multi. So like you could have 10 people shooting you with arrows while you're stuck in combat with somebody. Just like crazy stuff like that. But like if you're smart about stuff, you can do wilderness stuff pretty easily, I think, nowadays. But yeah, I really haven't done too much bossing for wilderness stuff. I think the most I've done is doing like KBD stuff or Chaos Elemental. I did quite a bit of Chaos Elemental. I kind of want that pet, but kind of don't. I want the KBD pet more than anything. Come on. Thankfully, like, this is pretty good experience. Because I really didn't want to do butterflies all the way through this. Because when I last leveled up Hunter's Guild... Well, no, I take that back. Hunter's Guild was here. I just didn't know about the Jerboas. And so, like, I was doing butterflies all the way up to 46. In which I was doing them... Did I do tracking too? I forget. But I pretty much did all my hunter stuff up at, up near, Relica. Yeah, this is so fast. I'm gonna pick these up. Because I think this is a level. Cool. Alright. I think I'm gonna log out for tonight. We'll see how I feel about trying to do something in the morning. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, like I said earlier, with me, like, literally going to bed right around midnight, I don't know if it's a better idea for me to start streams earlier or do something in the morning. I don't know. Depends. I'll kind of mess around and see what I can do. And then just kind of go from there, I guess. But yeah. Thank you all for watching, hanging out, chatting, chilling, vibing, lurking, all the good stuff. Me personally, I love to lurk. So, yeah. Like, just having a stream on's, like, cozy to me. Anyways, um, hopefully streaming tomorrow. I'd like to. We'll see. Anyways, hope you all have a wonderful night. I'll catch you guys later. All right. See ya.